Hello children, welcome to our English class. Today we are going to do a very beautiful poem. The name of the poem is From a Railway Carriage. This is a great poem by Robert Louis Stevenson. He was a Scottish novelist, poet and an essayist. He was born in 1850 and died in 1894. He wrote many exciting stories. One of the famous was The Treasure Island, which you will be reading when you go to the higher grades.
So, in this poem, the poet Robert Louis Stevenson writes about what you can see from a railway carriage. Everything you see outside the window seems to rush by. The poet has used such beautiful words in the poem that the train journey seems to be real. So let's recite the poem first. Faster than fairies, faster than witches, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches, and charging along like troops in a battle, all through the meadows, the horses and cattle. All of the sides of the hill and the plain fly as thick as driving rain, and ever again in the wink of an eye, painted stations whistle by. Here is a child who clambers and scrambles all by himself and gathering brambles. Here is a tramp who stands and gazes.
And there is the green for swinging the daisies. Here is a cart run away in the road, lumping along with man and load. Here is a hill and there is a river, each a glimpse and gone forever. So, this is a poem about someone riding in a railway carriage, which is nothing but a room on a train, normally known as a bogie or a coach. This poem tells us about the experience of a railway journey of the poet. He is very excited to travel by train, and sitting on the window seat of the train, he observes everything and describes the beautiful things he sees outside from the window as the train speeds up. In the first stanza of the poem, the poet explains the speed of the train by comparing it to many things. He also describes the various landscapes, the natural scenes which he looks from the railway carriage. So now let us read the poem line by line and understand it more better. Faster than fairies, faster than witches. In this first line, the poet compares the speed of the train with the way the fairies fly and the movement of the witches. He says that the train moves faster than these fairies and witches. The second line reads, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches. Here, the poet says, while the train is moving, he can see many bridges and houses pass by. He also sees many hedges and ditches also passing by. So children, meaning of a hedge is nothing but a fence or a boundary wall made up of bush or shrub. And a ditch is a narrow channel dug at the side of a road or field for water to run off. You can see in the picture how the water is flowing from this narrow channel. This is called a ditch. The third line reads, and charging along like troops in a battle. Here, charging along means moving forward, and troops are the soldiers. So here, the poet says that the train seems to be rushing forward, just like the soldiers who are attacking their enemies in the battlefield. The fourth line reads, all through the meadows, the horses and cattle. So if you see the word meadow, it means a field full of grass. So a grassy field is a meadow. And cattle means nothing but cows and bulls. So in this line, the poet wants to say that the running train leaves behind all the green fields where these horses and cattle, that is cows and all, are grazing. Let's read the next line. All of the sides of the hill and the plain fly as thick as driving rain. So here driving rain means heavy rain as you get in a storm. So according to the poet, as the train was running on its tracks, all the scenes of the hills and the plains were also being crossed by the train, as quick as one drop of rain following by the other in a storm. As you can see, in a stormy rain, the drops follow one after the other. Let's read the next line. And ever again in the wink of an eye, painted stations whistle by. So here the word painted stations means various different stations with different colors. And the word ever again means every now and then. So by this line, the poet wants to tell us that with a wink of an eye, that is within seconds, as fast as you blink your eye, different stations pass that quickly, and these stations are painted with different colors. So children, all these were the various things that were passing by, and the poet was observing them very carefully from the window of the train. So now let's see the second stanza, which describes the life one can see through the window of a train. The first line of the second stanza reads, here is a child who clambers and scrambles. So children, clamber means when you climb with great difficulty, and scramble means when you climb quickly using your hands and feet. And the next line reads, all by himself and gathering brambles. So children, bramble means a bush with sharp thorns. As you can see in the picture, you get berries in this bush. So from these two lines, the poet wants to tell us that when he was looking out of the window from the train, he saw a small child who was climbing a steep ground quickly, and he was climbing on its own all by himself. And while he was climbing, he was gathering or collecting berries from these bramble, that is bush. Let's read the next line. Here is a tramp who stands and gazes. So children, tramp is a poor person. He is homeless. He doesn't have a home to stay in. He moves around here and there on the roads. And gazing means to stare at someone or to look at something for a long time. So by this line, the poet says that he also saw a tramp or a homeless man who was looking at the train when it was passing by. And there is the green for stringing the daisies. So this line is talking about stringing the daisies, which means to make a chain of these small flowers called a daisy chain. So the poet says that while the train was moving forward, the poet also saw some ladies in the grassy land making garlands with these daisy flowers. The next line reads, "Here is a cart run away in the road, lumping along with man and load." So children, lumping along means move heavily. If the cart is overloaded, it will be very difficult for it to move. And load means carrying something which is very heavy. As you can see in this picture, the horse cart has so much of load. So, from this line, the poet wants to tell us that he also saw a cart moving very slowly on the road outside the window, as it was full of load and heavy weight, and also a man was sitting on it. Now let's read the last two lines. "And here is a hill and there a river, each a glimpse and gone forever." So the poet wants to say that he also saw many hills and rivers passing by as the train was moving. He says that all these things just appear for a short time and then disappear so quickly because the train is moving so fast. So children, the meaning of glimpse is quick look. So here the poet says that all the natural beauty which he has seen through the window of a train and described them to us has given him a quick look, and now it is gone forever. Hope you have understood the poem well. Thank you.